Okay, so you're keen to know more about foundations. That's great. Let's get started. Look, for 2 decades, I worked in the financial planning, accounting, and investment industries. So I think I was fairly well versed on the various structures that were available to people in these areas. Back then, my team would design all the tricky structures under the sun, including all the different sorts of trusts, family trusts, discretionary trusts, setting trusts up with corporate trustees to the trust. So all those sorts of tricky structures that we would spend quite a bit of time outlaying onto whiteboards for our clients, which were great and reasonably effective. The problem is, of course, and I know that I'm probably talking to people that have these similar structures, is that they take a lot of time and money to maintain, both in accounting fees and also your time in making sure that everything lines up at the end of each quarter and, of course, at the end of each financial year. In 2008, I came across and discovered foundations, which is a lawful and legal way to operate without all the regulatory red tape of the ATO and ASIC, which is the Australian Securities and Investments Commission. Since then, the team here at the Australian Legal, Civil and Human Rights Foundations have established well over 500 foundations for clients, not only here in Australia, but also more recently in the UK. So what exactly is a foundation? Well, a foundation is an association. It's underpinned by a document called the Articles of Association. They're a very powerful document which outline the scope and the intention of the foundation. In the same way that a company has its M&As and a trust has a trust deed, foundations have these Articles of Association. The difference with a foundation is that it's not registered with the ATO and ASIC, and this is very important. It is an NGO, which is a non-government organisation with no ABN and therefore cannot charge GST and is not liable to submit BASs and tax returns. It's important to note that the essence of a foundation is to provide for its participants, that's you and your family or anyone else that works within the foundation, to sustain its own expenses and to give back to worthwhile organisations. What this means, of course, is that you're more in control of where your sweat equity or your earnings, where they go. You can pay all of your operating costs, living costs, everything through your foundation, the whole lot. So it's essentially a one-stop shop for operating your business and possibly your personal affairs. But please make no mistake, these are not a charity. This is simply a legitimate way for you now to operate your business outside of the usual red tape. Can this truly be legal? I hear you say. These are one of the questions, obviously, that we get asked regularly, and the answer is a resounding yes, of course. Look, we even have a suite of professionals, including accountants, a barrister, a lawyer, who can all tailor your business accordingly, including how to interface a foundation or operate wholly and solely through a foundation. The majority of our clients only require the basic foundation, which is inexpensive and easy to set up. But these various professionals are always here and available for your specific needs. We have an in-depth series of easy-to-watch modules that explain this in more detail, and that's available upon request. It's important that you do understand the differences between the foundations and any other public entities, such as companies and trusts, before making the change. So watch the modules. They're free and available to you now. All you need to do is click on the icon below. So if you're interested in operating this way, as I said, click on the icon. We will send you an email with a link to some modules and further information. And please, perhaps take the time just to read the testimonials below, because as I've mentioned before, we've set these foundations up for a long time now, and they're in all sorts of areas and industries. So I look forward to chatting to you, either myself or one of my team, in the near future. Bye for now.